everyone, my name is Marah, and today's case is about Tavish Sutton, who was only almost a month old when he went missing from Grady Memorial Hospital in Atlanta, Georgia in March of 1993. And just a quick reminder before I get started, I try to do the best research and get the most accurate information I can for every single case that I cover. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's case. Tavish Sutton was born on February 10th of 1993. His mom's name is Wanda, and he was her fourth child. Wanda had lost rights to Tavish's 3 older siblings. A few days after Tavish was born, a family member made a phone call to Child Protective Services worrying about the well-being of Tavish. That's when the state decided it was in the best interest of Tavish to be taken from Wanda as well, just like her other 3 kids. He was given to a foster family while they decided if they were going to permanently terminate Wanda's rights to be a parent to Tavish. And understandably so, this made Wanda very upset, and she did not want to lose custody of him. March 8th of 1993, Tavish was 2 days shy of being 1 month old when he was admitted to Grady Memorial Hospital in Atlanta, Georgia. Tavish had to go there to have a minor surgery on an abscess. Thankfully, this surgery went well, and he was roomed with another infant in a semi-private room in the hospital's Spalding Hughes pediatric unit. That evening, Tavish's foster parents, they come and visit him. He's doing well, he's sleeping. They chatted with the other infant's parents, and then they headed home for the night. That evening, the nurses did their routine checks every 15 minutes. At 6:45 a.m. the next morning, they did a routine check on Tavish, and he was sleeping peacefully. But when she goes back 15 minutes later at 7 a.m., Tavish is gone. The nurse, of course, starts to panic, so she goes and she checks with the other nurses and staff on duty just to see if maybe somebody else had brought him somewhere. But they say that they don't have him and they have no idea where he is either. They then decide to call police because it looks as though someone that was unauthorized to take him ended up taking him from the hospital. And because Wanda was upset when they had taken Tavish to a foster family, instantly looked at her as a person of interest. But they ended up finding out that Wanda was in a psychiatric hospital receiving treatment for schizophrenia. She also was not aware that Tavish was even in the hospital at this time. Police interviewed and then eventually were able to rule out all of Tavish's biological family. They also questioned the other infant's family that he had shared a room with, because that night the mom and sister had stayed on a couch in the room. Authorities searched their home and interviewed all of them, but they were able to end up clearing this family. There are also 2 other persons of interest in this case. One was a tall, thin man wearing a baseball hat, and he seemed very agitated. It said on March 9th of 1993, he entered the pediatric wing around 8:30 p.m. This man got in even though he did not have an authorization pass, so they're not really sure exactly how he was able to do that. Why he was there or how he got in is still a mystery to this day. Also mentioned before anyone could call security that this man just disappeared and they didn't see him again. Then the other person of interest is an unidentified woman. She was guessed to be about 25 years old, 5'5", and 160 pounds. With a medium complexion, strong cheekbones, and almond-shaped eyes. She also was said to be very attractive. She was wearing a long black coat, black pants, and also had large earrings in. And it was said her hair was pulled back in a bow. She was seen by a witness outside of the hospital and then also by another witness inside of the hospital. On March 19th, police released composite sketches of 2 unidentified women that they wanted to talk to, but they were not calling them suspects. One of them was seen carrying a baby out of the hospital, and the other was seen on the same floor as Tavish's hospital room. They are wanted as possible witnesses to his disappearance. Wanda sued the hospital in March of 1995, saying that they did not have good safety measures put in place. The lawsuit ended up being settled in March of 1996 for $60,000. The main theory that authorities have about this case is that there was a woman in there pretending to be pregnant, and she wanted to have a baby, and she probably was not able to, so she ended up stealing Tavish, which I personally feel like is very, very likely. And that this woman probably ended up raising him as her own, and he has no idea that he even was kidnapped. Another theory that I seen too was possible human trafficking, which is also very, very much a possibility. The National Center of Missing and Exploited Children also released this photo of what Tavish may have looked like at age 4. They used photos of his 3 older siblings to show what he could possibly look like. NCMEC also has photos of what Tavish could possibly look like at age 17. Sadly, because he was so young when he was taken, there was no pictures ever taken of him. And this case has still not been solved, and there have not been any leads. In March, Tavish would have turned 30 years old. I hope he's out there and safe, and I know it would be crazy for him to find out that he was taken from the hospital, but he also deserves the right to know what really happened to him. I'm going to link the number for all the authorities down below that you can reach out to if you have any details or any answers to any of this. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you all next time. Bye.